What's going on, YouTube? We are in a random market area because we are here to go over how to item flip for profit. And I have actually been item flipping for a little bit today, picking up all sorts of good items for you. We're going to be talking about all of it. Now, this video I'm going to try to shorten a little bit. I did actually just record a version of this video that was 25 minutes long. Felt like that was a little bit too long, too much information that was kind of gone over at one time. So what I'm going to do is kind of hyper summarize everything, and then when I stream tomorrow, you guys will have the ability to ask questions, hear about different things, ask stories. We could do it again live together, but this I'm going to try to make as a much more condensed video and then answer questions as I go. This is also just a reminder that if you'd be like to enter into the giveaway, I'll be doing the drawing tonight, as it is the first of the month, which I remembered yesterday because my rent was due. So we are in the month of October, which is absolutely piss poor. So if you'd like to be entered into the giveaway for September, you still have until midnight tonight to leave a comment if you'd like to be entered for the giveaway in October. I did have a comment on my last video basically stating that giveaways aren't real. I will tell you that they are. In fact, I document them for tax purposes because I plan to use them as a tax write-off, as I am over the threshold for basically having to pay taxes. So I definitely give you guys the money because it helps me, it helps you, and we get to rob the government together. So if that's not the best reasoning for it actually occurring, I don't know what is. But let's talk about item flipping. So item flipping 101, we're going to be talking about where to go, how to know what to buy, how to price it. And those three things are all very intricate, but we're going to be the first one I would say is probably the easiest point, where to go. We're currently in the Gold Coast. Don't think anything of that. That's just how far down I've gone. What I like to do is go alphabetical. I pick a guild with a lot of people online. There's plenty of people in this silly goose online. So I would go Alakir Desert, Arteron, Bankrai, Blackwood, Craglorn, all the way down and down and down and down. Then what I'm looking for is the main overland stalls, such as these ones here. And I am looking for the refuges. Refuges are probably the make or break, as they generally either have really, really good items or absolutely nothing at all. So those are your options that you have. And we're just going to kind of go over some basics now as to like what you should be purchasing. Now, knowing how much money you can make off something is generally a little bit tricky. But when you think about it in this perspective, it becomes a little bit easier. Your goal is to make about 5 to 10,000 gold per item. So you have to ask yourself, if I bought this, for example, would I be able to make 5 to 10,000 gold per profit? Now, the fact that it's been listed here for 4 days doesn't bode well, because we search by time. We want to see things that were newly listed that other people hopefully haven't looked their grubby little eyes on. And we are going to be looking for those items. We'll talk a little bit about some of the items I've already pre-purchased, but that's what we're going to be looking at. There are some pitfalls, though, that I want you guys to avoid. The number one pitfall is old pages, old furnishing pages. Now, most of you may think, well, furnishing pages have a super high ceiling, and they do, but generally only on release, whereas a normal motif for like chest, boots, legs, helmet, swords, whatever, more people will be using that because they may want to decorate their characters, their companions, other characters that they have made. They might be trying to go for achievements. They're more likely to be purchasing, a bulk of those items versus furnishing plans, which generally don't get a whole lot of love. Here's a great example, though, of a poorly listed item. Not to say that they've done anything wrong, but companion Blue Greaves of 2.2% max health. Heavy is a beautifully traded item, second only to its purple counterpart, which sells for about 600,000, which means that I would be able to make about 40 to 60 off of this 500 one right here. And we're actually going to be able to find a shield to go along with it, which, not too shabby. Those are going to sell pretty decently because most people use their companions as tanks. That's a perfect example, though, of why I love refuges. Now, we've checked down here. I've actually already checked Kvatch, so now I would just kind of go pick another zone that I haven't been to already, travel to the player, and we are off. The reason I like to do it like this is because I know people who do it all sorts of different ways. I find the alphabetical is just the most easy to do. You don't obviously have to check every single vendor, but I want to give you guys a general idea. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, Jake, I'm very new. How do I know how to appraise something? And the answer is actually super easy. There's a couple ways you can do it. In the video description of every video that I put out for you guys, what I do is I have links to resources to price check different actual mods that are on PC, and then the Tamriels Savings App, which is used for console. Now, I actually also have that same resource in my Discord, which means that you can actually search that in my Discord and just type price, any item, and then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You will be able to get yourself an appraisal. So, what are some other common pitfalls? The other common pitfalls is you want a minimum profit. Do not do this for a 1 to 4,000 gold profit. I still think 5,000 gold is really not worth it, because at the end of the day, you can go out and you can find anything. This Radiant Bastion set would probably sell for at least 8,000 just because of how niche it is in Mournhold. That's going to be kind of my suggestion for you, is do not go out and list things for a mediocre minimum profit. I want you guys to go, oh, hello? These are some beautiful purple rings. You want to at least be making, I would say, around 8 to 10,000 gold per item. That's the bare minimum. 5,000 is fine if you have a lot of guild listings. If you're like me and you have 4 Mournhold traders and, an alt account that you also want to sell into, that's fine. But at the end of the day, too, you don't want to waste 30 guild slots, because that's all you're going to get, and every item's going to only make you about 2 to 3,000 gold. Now you've just made a mediocre profit when you could be making something significantly higher, especially because there's taxes and listing fees. Going along with this also, how do you know when something is selling? Well, I do market watch videos, not to plug my own self here. That's a great way to figure out which sets are selling in a specific month, which motifs are hot, which event pages are selling. But generally, a lot of this stuff has a lot of resale value as is. For example, let's see if I can find some items here. If not, we'll just pop like New Moon Priest legs. Yes, this item is not going to be taking the market ablaze, as it's been listed for 2 days. However, I know that if I list this item, wait a few days, I can sell it for about a 6,000 gold profit, so we will purchase it. And I have a bunch of items in my inventory that I've already purchased. I've actually made my mail full with all of these items that I have been hoarding. Now, a lot of these set items I purchased for less than 3,000 gold. This treasure map was less than 1,000, and I'm probably going to be able to get at least 8 to 12,000 for all the set items at a minimum. The companion gear, I'll probably have a profit margin of about 30k. I've got a bunch of those. These purple rings, probably will be able to get about 40,000 for them on the new sets. We'll just have to wait and see. But that is item flipping kind of 101. Take these items, appraise the items. I have a Discord link in the pinned comment below just for you guys, so that you guys can join off that link. Type price in the bot spam, not the general chat, because the general chat is for speaking everyone, not for bot spam. And you feel free to use that resource if you guys are coming across items that you feel like are good deals, but you're not sure. But again, I'll be streaming tomorrow. So if you guys have suggestions, questions, comments, concerns, I will be able to answer all those tomorrow. We'll even do this live together if you guys want. I'm willing to do any sort of events and stuff that you guys want to see me do, so we could see it, in a more like 1 to 2 hours of me doing it versus this more condensed, 8 to 10 minute video. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.